So what is up, diecast collectors? This is OBB, the diecast news guy, and for anybody who is a huge fan of Formula One, you are in luck because today our good friends at Mini GT have unveiled this diecast right here, which is Max Verstappen's 2022 Oracle Red Bull Racing in the RB-18 #1, driven by the one and only Max Verstappen. This is supposed to represent his 2022 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix winner, as I don't even know if I pronounced that right. It sounds like a bunch of gibberish, but yeah. If you guys are familiar with the Mini GT diecast from all my other IMSA videos, well, there were rumors speculating that we were going to get F1 diecast coming out, and I believe Red Bull are the only ones that have this, along with the what was now known as the AlphaTauri with Pierre Gasly and Yuki Tsunoda. But here I got Max Verstappen's because if you guys already know, I have reviewed some of the Red Bull diecast before with the Brago set. But pretty nice. You see, we got ourselves the nice little clamshell packaging with the collector's box. And this is a 1/64 scale metal diecast, not something like we see in the Bragos, but we'll get to that in a second. You see the packaging has been a little compromised because we do got to take this out of the box. So let's go ahead and unwrap this bad boy and let's take a close look at the at this new diecast for Max Verstappen. And alrighty folks, we got this diecast out of its box, and if you guys can see right here, really cool diecast that we got. But before we take a look, let's look at the box that comes with this. And if you guys are, like I said in my introduction, familiar with Mini GT diecast, they always come with a collector box, so you guys get the choice of how you guys want to present these in your collection. So take out the packaging like I do, and if I'm not mistaken, actually, this one's pretty unique because of how delicate these F1 diecast are. There's actually a packaging some packaging protection right inside of the car, so you just slip that in there and then boom, then your diecast will not be compromised. So I think that's pretty cool, as I'm actually having a hard time trying to put this box back together. I mean, I don't, that just shows you how much of a Lionel simp I am. But anyways, getting back to the diecast, wow. I mean, a lot of people are gonna be like, all right, so what is so cool about these diecasts compared to the compared to the other Mini GT diecast, or, you know, more appropriately compared to the Brago diecast that I have reviewed in the past. By the way, if you guys haven't checked that out, I'd probably recommend you guys check it out for anybody who is new to watching my content. I know I mostly review NASCAR stuff, but I do like to explore around with other types of motorsports, and this one is no exception. If you guys are wondering where I got this diecast from, I actually picked it up from my good buddies at Gutswear Racing, so make sure to check them out. I think I actually have a card with them, if I'm not mistaken, but you see, it's definitely had not seen better days. But I'll put the website down below, but definitely I'm going to be in need for a new card pretty soon. But this was priced around 25 bucks, which I definitely will say it's probably not the most budget-friendly thing out there. And yeah, it is $5 more than what we usually get with the Mini GT diecast for the IMSA line, which are usually 20. So then again, this is Formula One, so you are expected to pay a little bit more because, you know, it's a pretty bougie sport, to say the least. I mean, if anybody who does not know, I'm a huge fan of McLaren, so, but I do respect Max Verstappen. He is good friends with Lando Norris. But getting on to this diecast, man, what you're seeing right now is all metal diecast, all right, compared to what the Bragos, which usually have some plastic bits to it. This is all metal, and more importantly, it is a 1/64 scale diecast. Like, you guys think I am joking. Actually, here is a NASCAR diecast to compare it to. This is just a random one that I'm actually just showcasing, but you see it is a true 1/64 scale diecast compared to what we got with the 1/43 Bragos, which I know I keep talking about that, but when we get on to the side-by-side comparison of this car much later in the video, you guys will see the difference. So you're seeing some really cool, incredible detail for the $25 price range, which I know that does add up pretty fast. I mean, heck, if you end up getting probably all 4 of these Brago diecasts, which I just said, which features all the Red Bull diecast, including Max Verstappen, which I'm showing right here, Sergio Perez, or Checo for short, Yuki Tsunoda, and Pierre Gasly. I'll probably have to pick up the AlphaTauri one, but speaking of AlphaTauri, we got the Cash App sponsorship right there, which of course that is now with not really AlphaTauri anymore, but it's more with was it Visa, Cash App, Red Bull, well, wherever the hell that name is. But you see the carbon fiber detail, you see the matte blue, and of course the very iconic Red Bull colors that you got right there. You even got a lot of cool detail right here. You see pretty much carbon fiber all the way around. Really incredibly nice carbon fiber right there on the front. I'm not sure what those are called. Probably the front wing, not front wings, but like the front part of the suspension. See, really nice. But you can see we got some cool detail right here. Of course, this is something that's really cool. I think the first time we're ever actually seeing this with Mini GT, we actually got tire decals compared to what we usually get with the IMSAs. So, because I don't know, I guess the tires are too small, but here they were able to put the hard compound tires for Pirelli, so pretty nice. But you see more detail, and this is based off his Abu Dhabi Grand Prix race win, which I believe was his 15th win in that season. So just showed you that, yeah, I mean, after well, not much of an exciting finish compared to the predecessor in 2021 with him and Lewis Hamilton. But yeah, dude, I mean, you are going to see this guy win a lot of races and probably a lot of championships because Red Bull has just figured out a way to just, I don't know, they are always one step ahead compared to the competition. We'll see what happens here in 2024, but yeah, these last few years, it's just been a Red Bull dominance, and I've lost count how many times I've seen so much Red Bull apparel at like various events. I mean, pretty popular here in the States, but I'll see right here for 25 bucks. Of course, you're also getting some really cool detail, which is, you see the driver's helmet right there. Of course, Max Verstappen's really cool with the nice gold accents and the white helmets compared to the Mexico colors that we usually get for Checo. But a lot of other cool sponsors to see right there. Cash App. I'm really liking how all these logos are really placed. I mean, there's no decal quality issues whatsoever. And again, this is all metal. Sure, I'm wearing gloves, but just incredible, dude. Really incredible. And probably another thing I noticed as well, guys, if you guys are familiar with the Sparky 1/64 scale diecast, they made F1 diecast thing last year, and they were cool and all, but they were missing a lot of cool features, and they were about the same price. I think they're like 27 bucks on like the F1 website. But for the Sparky 1/64s, they don't have a T-cam. So here we do have the T-cam, which of course that is pretty characteristic to have an F1 car, especially since, you know, in F1, they have two of the same liveries, so usually I think, well, like Checo's is actually dyed bright yellow, if I'm not mistaken, for the spotters. But then again, you got one and you know, the 11, so. But, and again, I think on the Spark models, there's no detail on these front wing inlets as well. Like, there's not even any decals whatsoever. And I think the tires are also basic as well. They have the Pirelli logos, but there's no detail in the rims. So just some minor differences that I've noticed. And plus, I think there's also supposed to be like a little divot right here, which is not present on this Mini GT car, but it is on the Brago and the Sparky 1/64s. But if anybody who has collected the F1 diecast, feel free to let me know if you guys actually prefer the Mini GT cars, the Brago cars, or the Sparky 1/64s, because heck, I mean, we love comparing diecast and on this channel as much as I do. At least F1 actually gets some variety compared to what IndyCar and NASCAR gets with just one manufacturer making the diecast. Well, we do got like a random red paint chip right there. That doesn't look like a Dorito. That looks like something. So we do got some blemishes right here. I guess you could say this is pretty accurate to what the actual car looks like, but and I think I've also, we got a little bit of a rubber tire mark right there too, so how about that? So it looks like some of the, I don't know, maybe that's probably why we don't see Mini GT actually put decals on tires, because clearly that's not seen the best days. So slight quality issues, but nothing too extravaganza to say the least. But, and here's the bottom if you guys want to see that, pretty cool. Nice detail on the side, on that front wing. And if anybody's wondering as well, guys, we've got detail on the back. I know I kind of briefly went through this, but it looks like that's decal and not a sticker. But now let's get on to the juicy part of this video, which is the Brago car. So feast your eyes on this, guys. A 1/43 scale diecast, and here is the 1/64 scale. So for 1/43, you can get this at a Target or a Walmart for like 10 bucks or so, 8 to 10 bucks, compared to the $25 model. So of course, people are gonna be like, well, okay, I'm probably gonna get the Brago car. But dude, this thing is light. Like, it may be big and nice and cool and all, but it's light because most of it is plastic. That's probably why it's like $7. But here, it's all die-cast metal, so if you guys are hardcore die-cast enthusiasts and you love the touch of cold metal, then this is worth getting, even though it's $25. So just, I don't know, I probably would wait until you get a coupon code or something. Too bad, I don't have any coupon codes to give you guys for this type of car, but just check out on eBay. But compare this to the side-by-side, as you guys can see what I just said, there is a little bit of a divot right here on the under tray compared to here. It's all flat. I'm not sure which one's really accurate because I don't really follow too much F1 because, well, I mean, this team mostly wins all the time, so what's the point of watching races if you already know who's going to win every race? And like I said, 15 races Max Verstappen won in this car. But yeah, just thought it'd be a pretty cool side-by-side comparison. You can see a lot more detail for a diecast that is just so much more smaller. And again, these are stickers. You can clearly see those are stickers compared to the actual decals. More detail on the back where the rear diffuser is. Just overall, man, I mean, both are really great models to get. And if you guys are trying to start off on your F1 collection, this is probably the next step up. I mean, I would go with Brago and then probably this. And then after that, probably the Sparky 164s. But anyways, the choice is yours, guys. But I would probably recommend at least picking up one of these just to have in your collection, especially if you're a big motorsports fan. So this is going to wrap up the diecast review of the Max Verstappen 2022 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix winner / F1 champion. So what is he now, like a 3 or possibly soon to be 4-time F1 champion? So more the merrier, I guess. But this has been OBB, the diecast news guy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and more importantly, congrats to Max Verstappen for winning another race starting off in the 2024 season. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time on another diecast review. Comment, subscribe, and yeah, we're gonna Red Bull our way out of here.